Hi everyone, welcome to today's update. I'm Mike.
And I'm Joss, lead programmer on Death Inc.
And today we're going to be showing off some of the physics contraptions you'll find in Death Inc.
Oh yes.
Yeah. This is a modified prototype level from the demo. We've changed a few things about, so you'll notice here there's a road here which is kind of a slalom of death. We've got all these guards, the brutes, the archers here at the end, so that they'll make short work of our infected. And if we look on the opposite street, it's pretty much the same scenario, except this time these guys have barricaded themselves behind crates and barrels and things. So that's going to slow our infected horde down if we try and rush them in there. But
yes,
we have a few things at our disposal. So let's show the first of those off.
Well, here it is. It's a little gun we like to call the Siege Barrage, and it's a pretty big cannon and good at blowing things up.
So there will be smaller cannons and mortars in the game, but we thought we might as well show off the big guns.
Exactly.
Seeing as there's only 6 days left.
Yeah, it's all about the big guns at this point.
Exactly.
So should we shoot it?
Let's shoot it.
Okay, so you just click on the gun with Death's bony finger. Sorry, Grimm's bony finger. And there we are.
There we go.
And it had a nice bit of recoil on it there.
So if our guys were behind it, that would have been a bit of a problem if there was
It would
only...
have been,
Yeah.
unless they were pushing it, in which case they probably would have been okay. So should we see that? It needs to point at something before we shoot, right? So let's steer it with the guys. And there we
Nice.
are, that's the stuff.
Oh, bit of recoil there.
Oh.
Bit of random physics. It's all going crazy.
Let's get back around and try again.
Yeah.
Okay,
This is the fun things about having physics objects in games. There is this nice chaotic element to it. Things never play out the same way twice.
Exactly, that's the right way to put it.
Oh, nearly.
Sometimes things go wrong. Sometimes
it's
things
going
go
wrong.
very, very right.
It's going wrong now.
It's alright though. I can put it back.
So the way this works is actually you just draw the trail down as you have been to control your infected, and it will allow you to steer it around obstacles. Obviously, Joss isn't very good at doing that, so he failed.
Well, it's a pretty tricky circuit, to be honest. I wouldn't recommend driving anything through there, really.
I mean, the one thing you have accomplished, the obstacles aren't there anymore.
That's true.
So
it's true.
that is a plus point.
We seem to have lost quite a lot of men.
Yeah.
But, I think we're okay. We might just make it.
Well, let's check out the other street.
Let's do it.
This is probably my favourite contraption. So the next machine we're going to show you is something that we've called the thresher. Originally we thought this was a device that the humans would use to collect wheat and things, but it clearly hasn't been built with that in mind. It's been built
Kind of like I think that's GM wheat, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's going off.
So this is actually a machine that the humans will try and use against the infected, something they've created to stop the plague. But in this case, it's been left. They've made a costly mistake.
They've left it unattended.
And this is the really nice thing about this mechanic is you just paint the path down again, and this will follow the trail. It will turn. It will follow the direction. It's pretty cool. So there's nothing else that the player really needs to learn here apart from pushing it along. So here we go. It's spinning up.
And it spins as you push it.
How many can we take
Let's
out?
go on, let's get him.
Go.
Go on, Duck. Go on, guys. Go on, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You took out most of them.
That is nice.
Excellent.
I think I won.
Yeah, I think you did well. That was good. You certainly wouldn't have done that if you'd have gone in on your own.
Yeah, I'd be toast now.
And again, this is the cool thing about these devices. You use your troops to take control of them, and potentially you could take it with you through an entire level.
Yeah, as long as you can get it through, which obviously there's a lot of work to be done here, but it's exciting stuff to work on.
We think that most of these machines, that they probably will need to have their own health. So if you're good and you protect it, maybe you can take it through an entire level. But the humans aren't going to want you to have a cannon through the entire level, so they'll obviously try and stop you.
There's a bit of an exciting programmer insight here. So you can see that these archers are shooting at the cannon, which is a bit of a bug.
Yeah.
I've had to tag the cannon as being an infected, so that it becomes aware of trails. It was the easiest way of making it work. But obviously, I hadn't foreseen that the archers would then start firing at it. But why not, right? It's a big cannon. Who knows what it's going to do to them, so might as well shoot it first, get in there early.
So we didn't kill everyone, but we still, our goal is to try and get past, to get these humans here. So why don't we show off the third contraption? And
Are you sure?
Yeah, I think we should do that.
Okay. Okay, third time's a charm.
So in some levels, you will come across trebuchets.
Oh, hello.
There we go. And what we can use handily, we have some infected nearby.
I really love this.
So you run them into this world, and this is actually an accurate sort of replica, isn't it, of actually how they ran these things up.
Apparently so, yeah. This is our history buff Tim is telling us all about it. But so I love this. It's basically a giant hamster wheel for people. That's great, isn't it? And it really lends itself well to the trail mechanic that we've got going on. So you can just basically paint, and there we are.
There we go. So this is actually winding up the gears now.
It certainly is winding the gears, and then
I think we've got a big guy, a brute somewhere over here. Somewhere. Is he gone? He's wandered off. Okay.
Where's he gone? But anyhow, so that's wound up and it's come down. So what we can do is, come on, dudes.
Okay. So we're going to load them up onto the scoop.
Right, on you go, and then
hit the button.
Fire.
Yay! All right. Keep an eye on the shadows. They've gone. We've learned. There we go.
Ah, yes. Oh, it's gone.
It's as if we planned it.
Well, no, never. And so there you are. You find a trebuchet, you can stick some guys on it, and basically shortcut large chunks of the level. But obviously you can't send everybody, so it gives you an opportunity to go and.
And you'd have to find them as well, and take out, because there's going to be guards and things protecting this because they're obviously dangerous weapons. I think also what we want to add to those is the ability that the infected can aim the trebuchet. So you have a choice to sort of, figure out where you want to send your guys.
Yeah, for sure. And no doubt at some point they'll be pulling them around as well. That's no guarantee that will make it to the final game, but it'll be fun.
So I think what we're going to do next is we're going to start the level again and then show off one of our special abilities that Chris, one of our programmers, implemented today.
Excellent.
Great. So we're back in the prototype level. And we're going to show off how the player would cast down their special abilities. Now, a lot of these abilities are directly tied in with the business side of the game. You will have had to research them and then decided which ones you want to take with you into a level. But just to show how this is going to work, we only have one at the moment. So in the final game you would see 3 icons and the player would decide exactly which abilities they want to take with them. Again, that adds to the replayability. You might decide that Plague Rats is actually going to be really good back in level 3 because you didn't have Plague Rats when you first played through it, but now you're going to be able to get into the castle walls and create havoc. But the way this ability works is we click the icon.
Do you know what this is? This is so new.
Yeah.
It's so hot. I haven't seen it yet. I've seen it. I haven't used it, so you're going to have to talk me through it.
Yeah,
so
okay.
I'm clicking on the button. Yes.
So yeah. If you click the button down.
There we are.
Now the way this ability works, it requires some special objects to be nearby, and these are ones that are specifically designed to spawn rats. So actually this building over here, that you can just see it's slightly pulsing.
I see it.
This is a derelict building. It's been, you can see it's got boards on the windows and the doors. No one's living there.
Just the sort of place you expect that to be an infestation of plague rats.
Exactly. Now, if there were more buildings in here, so let's say there was one across the street, we can actually tag both those buildings. You can see this sort of area of effect. So this is going to tell us which buildings it's going to hit. But of course, at the moment, we've only got one. So should we?
Yes,
try
let's
and
do it. So
let's zoom in. Let's get a bit closer. Okay. So yeah, left click to place it down. So you'll see like a magical effect, and there we go. Okay, Plague Rats coming out. Now, Plague Rats aren't particularly tough. I mean, this is just great. They're grabbing onto this guy.
That's really cool.
Now they might infect some of the archers that were close by. Yeah, they have, but not enough to make a serious dent. But little do these guys know, the fact that they've been bitten by the rats, they're now infected. So all we need to do is reduce their health. So we could send in archers now that normally wouldn't infect those guards. So there's a lot of tactics with some of the special abilities you take in.
Yeah, so that's a big advantage. If you've got a large horde of archers, then you just get some plague rats down, and then your the level's much easier.
So at the moment, these abilities have a cooldown timer. It's not necessarily going to be that in the final game, but at this point in time, it kind of makes sense that you can't just keep spamming it. But let's cast it down again, because that was just so much fun to watch.
Plague rats. Go!
Great.
There they are. It's clear. I love how they hang on to people. Just as real rats would, right?
That is it for today's update. We hope you like everything that you've seen, and thank you to all the new backers that have joined us this week. We're in our last 6 days now, so yeah, it's going to be very
squeaky bum time.
Yeah. So thank you all again for pledging. Please let your friends know and spread the word out about Death Inc. Cheers. Thank you.